Hey, RetconRaider here. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible. With special thanks to Anerdinwarpaint, Antonio Hernandez, Matthew Holmquist, Nathan Welch Jr., and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, let's get started. And welcome back to Baldur's Gate 3, as we return to the Swamp of Sorrows to find out what we got from last week's fiasco. For those of you who haven't already heard, we do apparently have our third major content patch right around the corner. I don't think we have a hard date on it just yet, but it has been confirmed that, unfortunately, unlike the first two, this one will be breaking all of our save files. Now, I have already brought this up on the community tab, I've discussed it with the Raiders, and general consensus is that given how buggy the current build is, and that we're still a full year out from the game's full launch, we're probably best off just putting the series on hiatus for a while, and essentially waiting for them to fill out more content, get the bugs fixed, and so on. But I didn't want to leave you hanging, so let's see if we can at least tie off a loose thread or two.
Do you feel as flattered as I do? A Cambion came courting us.
He was a Cambion, was he? That makes him half-human.
Quite right. Either Daddy had a tryst with a succubus or Mummy with an incubus. What they lack in kind-heartedness, they make up for with horns and tails. Still, don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation, it merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity.
Yes, but what is it that this devil wants so very badly?
Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer. Let me play the devil deal's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
Yep, that is the plan. But, thanks.
This devil, Raphael, flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Drakiith his head as a trophy.
Is knighthood your destiny?
Drakiith bestows no greater honor. I was born to wield the Kithrak silver sword. I will earn my queen's favor, and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it.
Why were the Kithrak chasing the Nautiloid?
The Geich are our mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase. To penetrate the hells, this is unusual. But let us not question the wisdom of our queen. We can see but to the horizon. Drakiith's sight pierces the many plains.
I suppose that does at least explain why neither of us has a silver sword. Those are only for the elite. Will?
The devil with the silver tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales. Don't you think?
Get to the point.
Do not trust a devil. Is that plain enough? Refuse him. No matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you, the cost's always too great.
Kind of boxing me in here. He spoke of a cure. We have to at least hear him out.
Take a single step towards him, and he'll dog you the whole journey. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure, but the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
I suppose he'd be one to know, given his own dirty little secret.
Now there's a bloody devil trailing after us. Well, this gets better and better. Shop around, he said. He seems sure we won't find anything. And he might be right. We've had no luck so far.
A bit more animated than usual. He's not. We still have options.
Maybe. But all that, take your time, I'll wait, nonsense. He's playing with us. Reminds me of Cazador. Taunting his slaves with hope when he knew the game was rigged. You're a warlock. You understand how dangerous the wrong deal can be.
Calm yourself. Raphael is only a Cambion. We can handle him.
Oh, can we? Because you've got it all figured out, I'm sure. You know who tampered with the parasite and why, and what they have planned for us. And of course you know why we're interesting enough that a devil, a Cambion, would proposition us. Because if you don't know that, you may as well sign over your soul now. We may escape whatever web we're trapped in, but until we know what's going on, this Raphael has us exactly where he wants us.
Wow, Asterion is really kind of panicking about this. I find that interesting, given his usual brand of self-assured bravado. Shadow?
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him?
Well, let's see. Shadow is naturally paranoid, so... He is a devil. We should not trust him. Simple as that.
No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is.
Well, sure, but I mean, we are perfectly capable of dealing with Raphael without actually trusting him. Then again, I think it's pretty obvious that Shadow is just testing us here. Enough about me. What do you think is best?
I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all.
Uh-huh. Well, I am not going to just change my mind. We cannot trust Raphael.
Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us.
I didn't realize you were so well-versed in mental and emotional torment.
Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
Fascinating. I do wish our companions had shared in the actual cutscene with Raphael, but it's still very interesting to hear their thoughts after the fact. You know, I don't want to necessarily say that most of these guys are actually likable, but I do find them very intriguing. Maybe next time around, I'll try to make room for Will or Gale in the party. I'd actually like to find out more about them, too. Not to mention, of course, that we do still apparently have at least one or two mystery companions we haven't even seen yet. Ones that are not actually implemented in the current build.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Well, hello there.
Shit.
I believe this situation warrants a broken nose.
You... I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire. A slave to sanguine hunger.
What? Asterion's a vampire? When did this happen? How? I always thought he was just a weird albino with dental problems and a water allergy. Of course. I cannot believe I did not see it sooner. We even found the boar you snacked on.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
Honestly, I should probably just shut this down, but why did you not simply tell me?
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me.
You tried to bite me. How can I trust you?
Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal.
You know what? I can kind of get behind that. Like a pact of mutual necessity. We need a rogue, and he needs me for survival. That said, worst case scenario, if he actually does end up stepping out of line, we can always revisit Plan A, which is to simply lop his head off. Fine, but not a drop more than you need.
Really? Of course. Not one drop more.
Don't lie back down. Now you're making it weird.
He holds you carefully, delicately, until he strikes. It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Yeah, that is enough.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy.
Well, now you're just making it weirder. I am looking forward to seeing you fight.
Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest. Stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it.
Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, we're still in our camp. And we have a guest. And Asterion wants a word. Also, I am just now noticing that we have some new furnishings here. Huh. Well, one thing at a time.
Good morning. How do you feel?
I am fine. I just feel a little woozy.
It'll pass. Just be glad I'm not a true vampire. A bite from them and you might wake up as a vampire spawn, like my good self. All of a vampire's hunger, but few of their powers.
Ah, that does explain a few things. Also, I can't help but notice Lae'zel is hovering. Is that how you can stand in the sun? Because you're not a true vampire?
Oh no. I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Some of the rules, at least. Running water still burns like acid, and I don't know if I need an invitation to enter a house. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time.
Huh, that's actually very intriguing. What is causing this? The Mind Flayer's parasite?
That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
A vampire among us? So be it. But should I wake with so much as a drop of blood on my neck, I will end him.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
They speak. I was not expecting them to actually be paying attention to us. It's a nice change of pace. Enough. We need him, like it or not.
He's not wrong. We're bound together, no matter what comes.
Well, that is one secret out in the open. Though I'm sure he has more that he's hiding from us, like who his progenitor is. I am 102% certain that that will eventually become a major issue. Not necessarily here, but definitely once we get to Baldur's Gate, which he did specify was where he's from. A whole bunch of new set dressing, but nothing to be found. That's a little disappointing. Alright, well, let's go have a chat with Scratch.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
I am sorry about what happened to your owner.
Not owner. Friend. I stayed with him until I knew he was gone. No one can replace him. But I'm glad to have somewhere to lay my head.
Oh, that's not even a choice. We are absolutely petting the doggo.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
I'm always more of a cat guy, but doggos are pretty good too. Alright, now, I am not actually entirely sure how to get back to where we were. And I can also see we've got even more scenery I haven't looked at yet, so let's hit the pause button real quick. I'll loot the rest of these containers, and we'll pick up once I am back in the swamp. We'll be right back. And we are back. Turns out we just had to click on the campfire, or use the teleportation option from the world map. I keep forgetting we can do that. I'm just not used to having that as an option in a game like this. Anyway, full disclosure, I believe this is my 4th attempt to record the second half of this episode. And unfortunately, while I did have an idea of how I wanted to wrap up this particular series, it turns out that what I had in mind, while it is partially implemented, it is currently so buggy that it is just not an option in the current build. So, we'll go ahead and grab what we came out here for, and then I guess we will just go find something else to do. It's fine, though. While I am slightly frustrated, I'm not really mad or anything. It's just part of playing these early access games, you know?
Must be the tree from the note to Kaga. What's that cleft there?
I will say that is a minor point of contention. Even after your guy identifies that he spotted the cleft, it will not highlight. You have to pixel hunt for it. I can understand not wanting the highlight function to reveal every hidden object, but it definitely needs to reveal more than it currently does. The other significant thing here is that we cannot pick up this letter, which in retrospect might be why I was having so much trouble trying to trigger the confrontation with Kaga. It's possible you're supposed to have this with you when you do, so you can sway the other druids to your side or something. We can still read it, though. Kaga, Oladon has sent word of your progress. I am pleased that the Rite of Thorns has begun. I depart soon from Cloakwood to Baldur's Gate. Should you need further aid from my circle, now is the time to ask. Once cloistered, the Emerald Grove will be the Shadow Druid's domain, and you its first druid. In Faldorn's memory, Archdruid Aelis. Now, I could pretend to be surprised, but like I said, I've already had to read this letter 3 or 4 times for previous recording sessions. So, you know, what I will say is...
Shadow druids. There's more to Kaga than meets the eye.
Useful information. Or dangerous. Both likely.
I will say, I am surprised it's so on the nose. I really expected it to be something more subtle or another clue in the ongoing conspiracy. Oh, hey, that actually worked. I mean, we don't have the letter on us, but it is back at our campsite. Okay, well, I will explore that more later. Maybe we can wrap this series up the way I wanted to. And I'm definitely not going to waste time exploring this little island again, because after doing it a couple of times already, I can confirm there is nothing here worth finding. Just thorny bushes, poisoned apples, and a very small handful of trivial loot. You'd think we'd get a better reward after fighting our way through all those mephits and woads, but yeah, it's really just the hidden letter. At any rate, given that my original plan to confront Kaga went completely off the rails. We're going to go ahead and try something completely different this time. But I think we're going to pop back over to the Grove, cross that bridge, and finally have a closer look at that goblin-infested village. One of my viewers noted that apparently I just walked right past a set of hanging vines that we had used to access the village right near where we met Scratch. Also worth noting, you may have just spotted that apparently we can also teleport straight back to our campsite from the world map, something I completely overlooked before. So yeah, we apparently can just pop back and decorate our camp or swap out party members whenever we want, not just when we take a long rest. So that's good to know. Though I suppose in regards to decoration, that might actually not be safe to do, because as we just saw, random furnishings will start popping up as you progress further and further into the story. I have gotten completely turned around here. I guess I should pay more attention to where I'm going. Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry about that. Oh, one other thing I'll note is that,
Feed if you must, Astarion. But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive a stake through your heart.
I do so very like spicy food.
You always got to make it weird, Astarion. You're weird. Anyway. Oh, yeah, one other thing I wanted to note is that, in searching our revamped camp, I did find a small handful of loot, some coins and other trivial items, nothing worth noting. But I did also see that there were at least 3 or 4 additional spots for people to stand or sleep, which certainly seems to imply that we've got more companions on the way. Though I suppose it could also just be glorified camp followers like the talkative skeleton or Scratch, which is fine too. That's still interesting. Alright, looks like we have found our side entrance, so let's get ourselves into stealth mode and check this out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we appear to be just off to the side of the ambush point. And we have what appears to be a sleeping bugbear. Oh, I will happily take advantage of that. Okay. Stabby, stabby. Actually, I suppose Astarion would be better suited to this. Oh good, everybody jump down. Okay. Now, let the stabbing commence. Impressive. Looks like he was halfway done burying this box before he took a nap. Not sure what's going on with the pathfinding, but we're getting some weird behavior with the party follow function. Looks like we've got a way onto the rooftop here. Ladder across the way. Oh, and these boxes too. We can use that to get up on this side. Nice. I think we'll go ahead and do that. That should put us right behind half of the ambushers. Asterion man, what's going on here? You want to join the rest of us? No, you guys stay up here, please. I swear, it doesn't normally give me this much trouble. Okay, Archer and Caster. And then I think we had a matching pair across the way. They're also not listed as hostile, unlike the bugbear we just dealt with. That implies we can talk to them, but we might have to go through the front gate for that. Now, we could try talking to these guys, but I have to imagine that, much like the bandits back at the ruins, if we do it from this side, they'll just end up attacking us. My guess is that they would only actually talk to you if you were an ally of the goblins, or if you came in through the front gate where they had a clear advantage and could shake you down. So, you know what? We're just going to kill them. Boring conversation anyway. You'll regret coming where you don't belong.
You must got a death wish, sneaking around in my town.
Okay, so it is just one more archer and caster. Oh, that's just the music. I actually thought we had a wolf incoming. Though it does look like we have another archer downstairs. Goodbye. Oh, so satisfying. And now we can use this rooftop to our advantage and rain death on the rest of the gobbos. Yeah, poor guys. They're gonna be dead before they even finish crossing that street. Cool. Missed, but still set me on fire anyway. Seems legit. Wow. That guy is very dead. Now, what about this guy? Oh, cool. You can actually shoot through these holes. I've got to say, for all the quibbles I have with the Baldur's Gate 3 system, I really appreciate these environments. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do still think that they need to shore up some of these battle mechanics. The overly generous bonus action economy, the excessive saturation of environmental and elemental effects. But I do think there's a lot to admire here. I just want to make it clear, although I am belly aching a bit, and honestly in part that's just because I'm frustrated after having to do all these resets, I am still blown away by like 80% of what I'm seeing. Also, I guess we're done. I really thought we'd have more goblins popping out of the woodwork. Let's go ahead and drop down the other side. I just want to make sure that, oh yeah, look at that. We've got a bunch of people over here.
No, never flew so high. Round and round and round.
Huh. We can't raise the camera any higher, but I think they've got someone trapped up in that windmill.
I think his insides will turn to butter.
Obvious side entrance. This would theoretically let us sneak into the windmill. There's another potential entrance point. It would take some tricky jumping, but that could get us up on those rocks.
No, never flew so high.
You know what? Let's just take the direct approach. We already slaughtered our way through the ambush at the front gate. We might as well... Oh. Oh, it's not even these guys who spotted us. It's this random goblin off to the side. Well, looks like a melee fighter, so we'll just hang back and wait for him to waste his turn coming at us. Asterion, man, you are killing me. He's not even in on the fight. He's just off on the rooftops doing his own thing. Okay, there we go. Now let us mercilessly curb stomp this poor goblin. Well, that works. Poor guy. Oh, look at that. Oh, yep. They've actually got someone tied to the windmill blades. Alright, fun is fun, but I guess we should intervene.
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
No,
we know. Go on then, mate. Look what we got here. Another little birdie wanting to fly. Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you. Hope you got a stomach for heights.
Well, can't fault him for lack of confidence. What the hells are you doing?
What's it bloody look like? We're teaching this here pipsqueak to fly.
Your thumb is enormous. Also, let me rephrase that. Why are you doing this?
'Cause it makes me laugh.
Oh, well, I guess that does answer my questions. Thank you. You have now outlived your usefulness.
Got him!
Shield of Faith is down. You okay there, Shadow?
Stop! I give up! Mercy, please!
I
know things. If you let me live, I'll make it worth your while. I promise.
Wow. You really did this to yourself. Talk then, and you might live. If it is worth my while.
My lot are camped nearby. I can get you inside. No hassle. You can loot it, do whatever. There's a hidden path. Past the bridge into the camp. Over to the side before you reach the first guards. Easy.
Huh. You know, we really didn't come to an agreement or anything. You just kind of blurted that out of your own volition. Plus, I am pretty sure I didn't make any promises and just said that you might live. So, bye.
No, wait!
Huh, looks like his friends cleared out too. Oh, and, Shadow. Weird day. Weird day. You know, I started this segment frustrated and tired, but now I am really just tickled at how these last couple of events have all played out. I am a bit sad that, what's-his-face's buddies all ran off, though. That was 100, 150 XP easy, and we're just like 400 points shy of level 4. Not that it really matters, I suppose. Not with a save wipe right around the corner. Now we are past time, but that goblin might have been onto something. That is pretty amusing. He looks like, what do you call them? Sverfneblin? The gnomes of the deep?
Shadowheart's attention is fixed on a damaged old statue.
Oh my.
We should keep moving.
Yeah, no, we're not just ignoring that. What just happened?
Nothing. The trick of the light. But something tells me there might be a solution to some of our problems hiding in this wilderness.
Uh-huh. If there is something else you want to say, I am listening. Oof. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, let's go ahead and re-roll that. Hey.
There's signs there was a conflict around here, some time ago, and different to what we've seen so far. Conflict needs opposing sides. Whoever they were, they must have had resources. A little investigating could turn up something of interest. Let's go.
There is more to this. What are you not telling me? Oh, wow. Well...
It's nothing. Even if it was something, I'm clearly not going to tell you, am I? Let's go.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. At least she's being slightly more honest about withholding information. Huh. Some sort of burned out camp? Anyway, let's see if we can figure out how to help this gnome. I assume we have to get up top. Ooh, grilled pork ribs. Don't mind if I do. Working on it. I don't see any way to actually stop this thing, though. Am I supposed to grab him when he goes by? No, there has to be something else.
Stop this thing!
Oh. There we go. We've got a couple of levers down here. Which did not, I will note, light up when I held the highlight button. Huzzah! Once again, the day is saved.
Help me down! Cut me loose!
Well, what is in it for me?
Free me and find out!
Fair. See, that's how you negotiate.
Ugh. Bagakabara. Those pustulant thugs! Well, get on with it. Whatever you are.
I freed you. A little compensation would be nice.
As expected. Coercion by the book. Take my pack, if you can find it. The only reason those goblins caught me was its weight. I'll travel lightly from now on.
Made me feel bad about it, why don't you? Wait, you do not look like a surface creature. Why are you here?
Ignorance is alive and well, it seems. Deep gnomes aren't restricted to the Underdark, you know. I've lived in Baldur's Gate for years. I'm in search of a friend. I fear he's in trouble. See this? I gave it to him years ago before I left home. I found it around the neck of a thug in the lower city. It was speckled with blood. My friend, nowhere to be found. But I still have hope. I'm heading to his home in the Underdark to discover what happened. I always help my friends. On that note, I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.
Eloquently put. I actually do feel kind of bad about shaking him down now, but what are you going to do? I thought deep gnomes were inherently evil and also allergic to sunlight. But I might be thinking of Darrow. I will admit the Underdark was never really my favored stomping ground. Anyway, I definitely want to check out the rest of these buildings. Once again, I'm actually really getting into this, but we just don't have time for it right now. I'll tell you what. Let's poke around a little bit more, see if we can find that guy's backpack, and then we'll hit the pause button. Well, that is definitely his backpack there. Let's see if there's anything else of note hidden in these shadows. I will say, when we eventually return to this game, once it's gotten more content, I'll probably make a new character, and I am definitely going to make sure that we have easy access to some sort of flame or light spell. Maybe even both. Smoke powder satchel. This leather bag is packed tight with acrid-smelling black grains. Neat. Also, I can't help but notice that this heavy backpack contained 0 pounds worth of goods. Look, I'm honestly not trying to harp on about this loot thing, even though it does bother me. But if someone tells you they've got a backpack that's laden with heavy goods, and then you find the backpack and it's like $1 and an apple and a smoke bomb, there's a bit of a disconnect there. At least fill it with goods that aren't necessarily super valuable, but might be worth transporting, even though they are heavy. I don't know, maybe it's just my old dungeon master instincts acting up. It has been ages since I last ran a tabletop campaign, though once upon a time I was juggling multiple groups. And for me, I always felt like it was really important to strike a good balance between risk and reward. And I just don't really feel like the Baldur's Gate devs, the Baldur's Gate 3 devs, have hit a good balance here. Like I said, I think there is a lot to admire here. But like I said, I also think that it could definitely benefit from a lot of fine-tuning, just to make it a more satisfying experience. At any rate, we are indeed at a good stopping point here, so we will hit the pause button for now, but yeah, I think we will pick up here next time for 1, maybe 2 more episodes. We just can't get too carried away because, like I said, saves are going to get wiped. But we will at least see if we can clear the rest of this village. See you then. Oh, and remember, although I do love playing Baldur's Gate 3, you can find out more about the game by visiting the official website, the official YouTube and Twitch channels, the official social media links, or the official store pages. As always, links are in the description.
I bid thee farewell. If we should meet again, well, we will have met again.